Right then guys, Lambretta vlog time. Look, I've got a riding buddy today. Oh, hey up. It's my brother. That's my brother Paul on my dad's old scooter there. First time he's been out in a long time, I'll tell you that now. Our old man had died. I sort of stripped that scooter down to use the Rapido barrel off of it back in the day, because it needed a new piston and all that, so I thought I might as well just build it onto mine. So I built that for our kid. It's just a standard 200 barrel really. It's a tiny bit of porting but nothing, not actually altered anything, just floored and matched transfers and stuff, just to get a little bit more flow. As some of you might already know, we went out on it once, first time he'd ever been out on it, and I just built it, so I goes go steady because it needs running in. But our kid, being our kid, we're absolutely tonking shit out of it to the point where I could barely keep up on the Rapido, and that's only a standard 200. And he seized it on first time out ever. So that was good. Yeah, we were at far side of nowhere. Well, we were sort of on way to Sherburn is where we were going to go, but we never actually made it. Couldn't keep up with him literally, because he rides quite quick, does our kid, when he gets going. A lot faster than I do. So I stripped it down again. Well, we just let it cool right down, put a bit of two-stroke down barrel, and it freed it up, and we just sort of limped home, you know, just went really steady and got it all the way home. I'm struggling to think if I actually did anything with it after that. I think I might have just left it as it is because I was that annoyed at him for doing it. Realistically, it wanted stripping and barrel honing and stuff, just to get rid of any scorches or anything, or any eye spots or whatever on piston and on the barrel, but I couldn't even be bothered, so I just sort of left him to it. And it hasn't turned a wheel since really. This was probably 2 years ago, if not more. So he's just sort of got it back going. He wants to go out this summer, which, you know, so he should. So we're getting to the point where I was just gonna, you know, I wanted that scooter, which I do want that scooter. It's a GP 200, Indian-like, but still, it'd complete the trilogy. So I've got a special and I've got the SX, and I just want a GP just to complete it. But I'm saying this, I haven't got any room for what I've already got. So anyway, so we're taking it nice and steady. Well, you can either take it steady or you can leave me behind, because that'll actually go quite a lot quicker than this, because whilst it is a 200, fairly standard iron barrel, which this is, that's got 30mm Del Auto carb on it and a, you know, and a TSR expansion on it, as you can see there. Whereas I'm on a 25mm Del Auto and a standard Clubman. Well, no, 42mm Clubman, so slightly bigger than standard. I think they were 40mm as standard. But it does alright. SX is running nicely. So, you know, so far I don't want to get kissed to death, because you should never say shit like that. But for now, we're not doing bad. So we're just going to have a steady ride away over to the Redbeck Cafe motel thing that I've been before, which you might remember from one of my other vids. Just have a cup of tea, see how it's all running. Bit of a shakedown really, that. We just need to know how it feels and if everything's alright with it. You can tell straight away he was struggling to get it into first from dead, so it's probably just going to be a case of adjusting cables, to be fair, is that. So I haven't really done a lot. Can't remember last time I had any cables, but... So if you're really struggling to get it in, you end up sort of ragging on cable quite a lot, and that's when it can snap. And I really don't like then. And I really don't want to have to start changing cables, but part of it, oh, could happen, they might go on mine, I don't know. So yeah, I went out last weekend. I went with my mate Brookie, you might have seen on Instagram. We went up round Huddersfield Way and Marsden and Home Firth and all that, but we're on the TS then, because this, you know, it'd be a nice leisurely ride, yeah, but I'd probably still be on my way back from there now. We did quite a lot of miles, and there were fast miles as well, because Brookie's another one who rides really fast. He's on a TS with 35mm carb and chisel speed exhaust and that, so his scooter goes like fucking shit off a shovel. So we had a really good ride, so we'll have a bit of footage for that. It should just still be stored on my camera, so I'll put a little bit of that in. So that's what we did that day. I did sort of try and have the intention of doing a vid, but with not knowing where we were going, and because we were riding so quickly and that, it just makes it really difficult to concentrate, and I didn't want to take my focus off what we were doing. So I didn't really get a vid done last week. Sorry about that. Oh, shout out to Rick Booth. Rick's been messaging me a bit on Instagram trying to solve a problem with his GP 150, which we put straight down to jetting. So as far as I'm aware, he's getting some new jets. He's going to see how that goes. But there won't be any Instagram messages or any kind of messages even on bottom of this video for a few days, because we had a barbecue the other night on Friday, and in the dark, while pissed, I dropped my phone, and then when I was searching for it, I stood on it. So I destroyed the screen on my phone, but it still works. Like, you can ring it, you just can't answer it, and that's obviously can't do out with it. So if anyone's messaging me or anything, don't think I'm ignoring you, it's just that I literally can't reply. I've got my work phone with me. Inadvisable to go out without a phone, like, but it's a right ass. Still need to get a mirror for this bleeding thing. It's doing me head in. Not being able to see behind me, it's just worrying. Could be a police car behind me with sirens on, and I probably still won't hear it. Saw a lot of bikes last week, as you would expect, up Huddersfield and that. There's some brilliant roads up there. Really recommend going for a spin up there. You know, nice fast bits, windy bits, steady on bits. In the sticks, there were loads. We had a pint at this pub called, I think it was called the Pickled Pheasant, at the bottom of, sort of a bottom of Home Moss, you know, the place in, you know, on Firth, where everyone likes to ride up to the top and take a photo with the bikes. But we just couldn't be asked, to be honest. I've been up on it before, up there on the TS and stuff before. But we've done it, you know what I mean? It's just get up there and take a picture and then go, so it's not a lot of point. And to be honest, we've been out that long, I was just getting a bit tired of it, you know. I haven't been out myself for quite a while. When we did go out, we were out for like 2.5, 3 hours, to the point where I was getting cramp in my hands and stuff. It's a while since it's been like that. Yes, that was a bit of a bitch of my phone. I've taken it in for it fixing. Should be probably Monday or Tuesday, it should be done, I'm hoping anyway. Middle of next week at latest. 60 bastard quid mistake that one, but it's quite an expensive phone, so it's worth doing. But like I say, if you're messaging me on Instagram, don't think I'm ignoring anybody. I'm just literally, I ain't got Instagram or anything on the current phone I've got, so I'm just not doing it. Oh, I know what I do need to get for the thing. Cheers for the replies on the other one, you know, where they were asking for tips and what to check and what to make sure it's alright on your scooter and all that. And I totally forgot about the oil, you know, changing your gearbox oil. That was a really top tip with that. And it reminded me that I hadn't actually changed my gearbox oil on the black one for fucking, I don't know, 2 years or something. Way too long. But I didn't actually have any Sprint there is shut, so I can't call in and get some oil. I don't have any. And I went to see John and he didn't have any. But I looked in the shed and I picked some up. I thought, oh wicked, I've got an half a litre here or whatever it is, 700ml, I can't remember now. Picked it up, I thought, it's a bit watery, is this? You know, because it's supposed to be oil, and you could hear it sort of sloshing about, and I thought, well, what's happened here? Like, is some water going into it or something? I didn't know what was going on. But it turns out it's in exactly the same bottle as a bottle of .4 brake fluid that I had. So luckily I didn't drain the oil first, because I'd had to put the old dirty oil back in order to go out on it. And thank the Lord that I didn't put .4 into engine, because that would have caused some issues for me. Look at these bikers here, look. There we go, look, all doctors and lawyers out on their GS's. Right, of all the groups of people on bikes, they are the least likely to give you a wave or a nod. Not that we're out there looking for people to nod us and stuff, but you know what I mean, just a bit of camaraderie. So here we go, out on Donny Road. Calling it Redbeck, have a pot of tea and a cig. This is starting to feel a bit better anyway. It's loosening up a bit. As they say, when you're running in, you can sort of just feel it settle down a bit and just become a little bit more loose and a bit, just seems a bit nicer to ride. I were absolutely towing with it before, but I think also that because I'm so used to the TS and I'm so familiar with it, whilst it is like pretty much exactly the same machine in theory, same, you know, same size and everything and weight and everything, it's just a different bike, so they always feel a little bit different. It takes a few miles to get used to each one for me. There we go, the red Becky, this be rammed, but what can you do? The Red Bet Motel, somebody told me this was closing down, which is an absolute nightmare. Although I said that, I don't come here that often, so I could probably live without it, but you know what I mean. Rad. Doing it.
It's all fine.
Oh no. You're not on reserve, are you? Right, minor mishap there. Our kid's scooter didn't want to play. So we just put a new plug in, started it with chalk, it chugged and chugged and then it started running, so hopefully that's going to be it for that. I'm sure we'll soon see. This is a new housing estate in Wakey called City Fields, I think they call this. Nice road this, but you always end up stuck behind a fucking car. It's the kind of road you can sort of give it a bit on, no speed cameras road, nice and windy, nice and new surface and stuff. All this all going to get developed into more and more housing, and then they wonder why flooding occurs like it does. God, this guy's going steady. It always seems to be where you get a nice lovely, you know, windy straight bit of road and you end up seeing some frigging old man and his wife taking dog art. You can almost guarantee this guy's going to be going where we're going as well. That's what always happens with these fucking Sunday drivers. It's not just a myth, is it? It's not just something people say. Just people out on a Sunday with nowhere to go, knocking around in the car. We must be doing 20 mile an hour here, 25 or something. I mean, why? Why oh? Get ready, we're doing a left, so that's what this guy's going to be doing. There you go, nailed on that. Astra, can he? I don't know what time it is, do you? Go to mum to have a can. You're going to call it and say mum? So yeah, that's about it for today. So, as I said before, I won't be able to respond to any comments and that just yet until I get my phone back. Hopefully, if I ever get it back. But yeah, that's about it. So, ta for watching. Woo! Ta for watching. Give a thumbs up and subscribe, etc. if you feel that way inclined. Other than that, just have a nice day. We'll see you on the next one.